another little podcast. We've got with Martin with us. Good to see you, Martin. And Chris from what's he?
Drive
247. So we'll go through with these guys. We've got lots of kit here to go through. Well, Happy New Year as well to start with. That's always a good one. Can you not hear me?
No, you just forgot about us again.
No, I haven't finished.
That is mental. Oh, sorry.
I was going to do Happy New Year, and then I was going to go and
we were last,
Tom.
basically. Yeah. We were last.
We've got the guests first,
right,
guys. You know, it's just checking who works. God, same.
Well, we are impatient.
Well, is your mic working?
It is working, yeah.
I'll say sweet. We're good.
Not,
We've got Design 11 guys, Anthony and Tom with us as well. Thank you, guys. And thanks for, well, Martin, we'll start with you with all these bits of kit on the table. You're just run us through a little bit what you're doing, what your company's now doing with printing components.
Okay, my name is Martin Wiesner. I'm the owner of Wiesner Classic, and what we really do is design and manufacture modern parts for classic Porsches.
Right, yeah.
And we also produce some artwork based on those cars.
We've seen some of it. We had some of that in our previous pod. Yeah, it's amazing. And how do you make it?
Most of it is 3D printed, so it's all done from high resolution scans, 3D scans of real engines, of real cars.
Of the real parts.
Yes, and in order to do that, you have to have the basically the engine in bits.
Right.
So it's quite an involved process.
Yeah,
It
because
takes a long time, and then bit by bit you develop the little artwork that consists of all the individual parts, and find a way of printing them, find a way of assembling them, find a way of making them look realistic. Well, then the metal must look like the right metal, and that took forever.
It's printed.
It is printed. Some of it is, well, basically everything is printed except little studs that already exist.
Right. Okay.
So we don't print for the sake of printing. It's just how else will you make it?
Right.
If a stud or something exists in that exact size that you need, then you go with it. That's wonderful. But that's about the only thing.
Yeah.
Just for instance, where would you find such a small fan belt?
What's the smallest part of the engine or any artwork that you have to create?
The smallest part that there are a few that compete for the title of the smallest part, I would say. The first that come to mind is the little blade that goes into the oil temperature sensor of the engine blocks. It is almost invisible. Often when people buy the engine, I show them that I know you like the engine, but maybe there's something that you haven't seen that you may like more.
So how big in millimeters is that?
No, it's like 30 microns thick.
What?
And a millimeter across. And then
my vision doesn't show that.
You're probably losing bits all day.
and it has a hole in the middle, as like the real one.
No way.
So yeah, that's that is one of the smallest parts. We make a little fastener. I think that's smaller.
Right. Okay.
But you really can't see it. It's only there because I think it should be there.
Wow.
And it's
got OCD issues.
It could have showed. Well, it's a party trick to show someone, that engine that you bought. Let me show you something that you haven't seen, and then show them that. I mean,
that 30 micron piece of
people seem to enjoy that.
That's amazing.
So on this little engine,
wow, look at that.
I can't see what I'm showing, but right there you'll see a tiny little electrical connector.
That is so small.
So a temp sensor, really?
Well, the point is basically that you shouldn't see it, but it.
But you do.
It is rare.
It's small, isn't it?
Yeah. So that is on the limit of what really can be printed on most printers.
Right.
And again, the reason why we print it is how else would you make it? And the engine is not complete. If you've been working on 911 engines for as many years as I have, then eventually you'll find something that's not right.
Yeah.
And I don't want that to happen.
Oh,
I
wow.
really make this for people who know their engines. They must look at it and they must think everything is there.
That's identical.
Yeah.
So, and whereabouts are you located now, Ben?
Close to Chelmsford in Essex.
Okay. Yeah. And that's where you produce all this as well?
That's where that's where everything is produced. We've got a workshop with a wide variety of 3D printers, CNC equipment.
Wow.
all sorts, everything you need in order to produce these.
Yeah, it's all there.
Martin, how did it all start?
It started with something completely different. It started actually with parts. I used to co-own a Porsche workshop back in South Africa many years ago.
Okay.
And I used to do some racing. I raced my 3.2 Carrera.
Oh, cool.
And I always try to make it faster. And that urge to always improve stuff, that's been with me ever since. And even after I sold that business, or my share in that business long time ago, moved into the corporate world, I still wanted to improve every Porsche that I ever owned. And then at some point with my 996, which I still own to this day, I found something that could improve the power, but it'll take some funny engineering. And this is
that it?
this is it. This is the part that started my whole business. It is.
This is on the 996.
It is on the 996.
3.4.
You could, for instance, some of you might know the IPD plenum.
Yep.
I looked at it and I can see what they were doing, but I wanted to achieve something a little bit better. There was there's a resonance pulse running between the cylinder banks, and in order to maintain that pulse, but at the same time have something equivalent to a splitter, that is impossible, because you then need a splitter that blocks the pipe,
Right.
and at the same time a pipe.
Okay.
You cannot have both. So I came up with something that consists of vanes, that if you look down into it, it is a splitter, but if you look through it, it's a pipe. And it was impossible to make any other way.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
So
Splitter and then a
I
pipe.
taught myself
Yeah,
CAD.
look at that. Sweet.
Yeah, I taught myself CAD. I taught
Self-CAD.
myself how to print. I bought myself a printer.
Yeah.
And we fitted
good,
that,
huh?
and it made immediate power. And people wanted that. So we sold them. And then, as you can imagine, then one thing led to another. People said, so if you can make that, can you make this part that no longer exists? Can you make that part? Eventually, I made so many parts that I started doing it full time.
Yeah.
And then when COVID struck, to eventually answer your question about how I started making the artworks, when COVID struck, I had all the equipment in the world and all the time in the world and nothing to do. So I just thought, I have everything that I need in order to make, let's say, a small engine, just for fun.
Wow.
And I started doing it, and it took ages.
Yeah. How long does that piece take?
Well, the development of this is part of another much bigger development, which took 4 or 5 years. Not full time. I did other real work also.
Yeah. Yeah.
But probably after about 2 years of tinkering with little things, I ended up with something very similar to this.
Wow.
And then I literally gave it away to make room for the next one. And then people offered to buy them. And I started selling them. And then realized if people like engines, then maybe they might like little wheels.
Yes.
And then
steering
maybe
wheels.
they might like little steering wheels.
Yeah. Yeah. No,
For instance,
there's a wheel there.
Move around the mic.
sorry about that.
It's all good.
Yeah, so this is a little RSR, old 911 RSR wheel that, again, is printed. The rim is printed.
That's plastic.
printed.
It's just printed.
It
looks metal, doesn't it?
It's resin. It looks like it's metal.
Yeah.
And that is that's the difficulty, is to make something look like metal when it's not. In some cases, we now actually do make it from metal. So we've evolved to the point where we can make some of the little rims out of actual aluminium.
Yeah. That's cool.
Super cool. That is where we are now.
Yeah. And these are all available on Design 11 site, aren't they?
Yeah. They are indeed.
Yeah,
So if you
brilliant.
just search for Wiesner, they will all come up.
All comes up. There you go. Amazing. And including these. These are what you had your own.
Yes, I've seen those. As a 964 owner, that's gold.
Have you got one in your 964?
Let me grab that.
Have you got one yet?
Nope.
No.
Uh-oh. I
Do
might
you-
be soon.
I'll do you a
Nice,
deal.
nice. Special deal tonight. Yeah.
There's two empty
Podcast
gaps
deal.
in there. What was that?
It's not in my pocket.
Yeah, so what this is basically, these are USB chargers that mimic as cigarette lighters. So yeah, every 911 through the ages up until the 996 Mark 1 is covered. So this is the very first 911. This is what a cigarette lighter would have looked like or looks like. And this is, if you remove this cap, you'll see it's actually a USB charger. And again, how this started is not for the cosmetic side of it, but because the older 911s, or actually the older European cars, all have a slightly bigger diameter cigarette lighter
They're different size, aren't they?
than modern USB chargers, which means that a USB charger always fits loose in a classic 911.
Yeah, it doesn't sit
It
snug.
doesn't properly, it
Right.
falls out.
Yeah, yeah.
And after missing my off ramp by 20 miles at some point because my phone wasn't charging without me knowing because the thing either loose, I thought someone needs to stop this problem
Needs to sort this out.
for once and for all. And so I designed a USB charger that fits nicely in the car. And then I realized I now sit with this kind of ugly USB.
Yeah, sat there. So there's
And I thought,
places.
well, what's it going to take to just make a little cap that looks like the original? I did that. And what do you know? People asked for it.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And we now make our range all the way right through the up until the latest 9 or the 996 Mark 1.
Yeah,
It
that's
was
I
this
think
one.
mine's like that. I think. Yeah.
Yeah, so this would be the 993, 3.2 Carrera late, 3.2 Carrera early, and
yours.
AC and 74 onwards.
Yeah.
I mean, you almost cannot see the difference. It's
Yeah, it's great.
That is
How
lethal.
do they wire in? Is it just using the same wires as the original?
just plug in.
Oh, you
Right.
push. You just push that straight in. Look, like
Oh,
no worries.
So you just push it into the
See.
cigarette lighter,
yeah.
and then
that's it, something-
depending on your car, the cap, the dust cap is
It just fits in.
well, it just fits in like that.
I mean, that's
So the cigarette lighter is universal. The cigarette lighter is universal. It's just the cap that is made to fit whatever car you have.
Yeah, that makes sense, doesn't it? So what are you driving a?
964. Yeah, and it's a common issue.
This one
You
has
know,
your
that-
name on it.
Yeah,
How many do you want?
Chris.
Robbie one.
Pardon?
Have you got one yet?
I haven't got one yet. No.
There you go.
I need to. Yeah, we're in. That's going to happen later after we've sorted this out. Yeah, yeah. Chris, your car's out the front, right?
It is, yeah.
You brought it. You drive it any weather?
Apart from the salt on the road, no, try not to. I
Yeah.
mean, it's been raining quite hard, so I thought, go on.
Bring it out.
Yeah.
Get it.
And I was hoping for no rain, and then it poured down.
Did it down. Yeah, I've been there and done that.
Chris,
Just-
can you talk about some of the upgrades you've done to
To the Porsche.
your car? Because it's not standard, is it? No.
it's decked. It's proper low.
Yeah, it
looks
is decked. Yeah, I mean,
wicked. You see it, don't you?
I'm
So-
a old VW boy, so I'm used to kind of riding low, BBS wheels, and thinking around. Okay, that kind of OEM plus type look.
Yeah, it is.
So yeah, the Porsche has some Rotiform LHR wheels on it, which are kind of arcing after the BBS style, which with a kind of matte dark finish in the middle, which was risky because the car is a grey colour, and I was like, hold on, this could not work. And I took a punt, and actually it works really well.
Yeah.
Which is good, and it's the texture difference which helps. And then I put air ride on it, which to most people would be very much frowned upon. But look, for me, I like to ride low, and I like stance cars. The standard 964 is very high. Unfortunately, it's the era where the wheel gap was a fist size.
Yeah.
Right.
And unfortunately, I wanted to lower that down. And having cars before with coilovers wound all the way down,
Yeah.
it's just not nice. So having the flexibility of air ride is really
And it's
practical.
And it's you can adjust it inside.
Yeah. So I've got a little panel which sits below the cigarette ashtray, so I can see it all. It's all there. I've actually got the kind of top system which is all sensor driven. So if, think about your modern say SUV Porsches and stuff like that have got self-leveling type systems and all those kind of things. It has all of that in it.
It's got all that built in.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So it'll level the car as you're going around corners and things like that, which is great.
Did you put that on yourself? Or
No.
same as me. I'm
Yeah. Car audio security fitted all that. Trust those guys with all air ride kind of stuff.
Who does? Who
So-
looks after? Who looks after the 964? Sorry, did you say there's?
So Hex are going to look after the 964.
Oh,
So
okay.
the
Oh,
guys
wicked.
where we're at today.
Oh, nice.
They've looked after that car for 10 and a bit years, probably.
Oh, amazing.
cool. Really
Okay.
just up the road for you, isn't
Yeah, exactly. You know, I've had numerous other people in the early days, and then I went, you know what? Let me try Hexagon. They're literally on my doorstep.
Yeah.
I mean, look, they're not cheap, but you pay for what you get.
Reassuring.
Yeah, I don't think. Yeah,
Pay for
yeah,
the quality.
yeah.
I mean, I've always had an amazing experience with everything they've ever done on the car, and of course, it's a pretty modified vehicle,
Yeah.
so it's not really their thing. But they accommodate it and work with it and understand it. So I've always been happy about that.
As the mods that you've done though, are there many on the engine itself?
Engine's just got a Steve Wong chip. That's
Right,
it.
okay.
And I think a bit of a modified airbox.
Yeah.
For me, as we all know with Porsche engines, it costs a huge amount of money to get any performance out of it. And I've always kind of just loved that. The previous cars I've had where I have modified engines, you end up in a situation where you've kind of taken all of the finesse out of the car,
Right. Yeah.
and it's kind of unlivable.
It's almost uncomfortable and too
Exactly,
Yeah.
So I've kind of kept that quite refined. I treat my Porsche as a kind of GT car.
Okay.
So it's a cruiser. It's got okay performance for the car and the size.
Just
and,
ticks all the boxes.
exactly.
One of the uses, yeah.
I've got a great sound system in it.
Yeah,
So
love
it just sounds great.
Drop.
It's lovely.
Music's playing.
You're a
Come
pretty proper
bouncing down the high
VW
road.
boy.
Can you make it bounce? No.
It's not hydraulics. If it was bouncing, there would be a lot of problems.
Wow.
My 964 actually did that, and he did not have it.
That's because you go too fast over speed bumps.
Yeah, until I figured out that the shocks need adjusted.
You need to jump in.
But what year model is your car?
It's a 1990 C2.
Oh, so you can get away without a cat, right?
Yep. Yeah. It's even though I did put the cap back on it.
You did.
I took it off originally. I did the cut pipe and a decat. And it changed the character of the engine in that the sound sounded not like a Porsche anymore.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it was a bit weird, really. So I actually went back to a sport cat, and it just gave the lovely Porsche burble back.
They are the bum.
And that's what I kind of miss. And hey, look, as I said, I'm not out for performance in that vehicle.
No, I mean, it has that. I need to get a picture of it for this so people can
Yes.
see.
Yeah.
It just looks really cool.
Yeah.
does
I mean,
look
it
wicked.
gets a lot of photographs.
Yeah, I
It just
bet.
looks. What color is it?
It's called slate grey.
slate grey.
Yeah, so a special color back then. I originally wanted a black one, couldn't really find. It took me a year and a half to find it.
Right. Okay.
Wow.
Yeah.
Who did you buy it off?
I actually found it on Facebook.
On Facebook.
Oh, wow.
Actually,
Which was
we
slightly
were-
scary.
Where was it? We were at SCS. They found a 992 on Facebook. Do
Oh,
you remember?
really?
Yeah, I'm sure they
Wow.
did. Maybe that's the place to get
I would
get
be
your cars
almost
now.
less surprised if we found it on
Within
Facebook.
10 years.
Oh.
What's Tinder?
But actually,
Kind
the guy I put some post up trying to find one, and this guy replied and said, "Hey, I've actually got a few 964s.
Oh, wow.
I'm taking one out of storage for a bit of exercise. I'm thinking about maybe selling it. It is kind of my wife's car, but I'm thinking about it. Come up, have a look."
Huh?
It was in storage at Bicester in the is it historic or whatever it's called, or Histor or whatever it's called. I can't remember exactly the name of it. So yeah, basically it was pulled out, parts outside, bone stock. I've actually got a picture of before and after. I'll share it with
No
you.
way.
So you can see
Yeah,
it.
definitely.
And actually you see a difference. What's happened with the paintwork? It looks
Do you
amazing.
ever- Do you ever get
and it's
people
also
coming
slammed
up
on
to
the
you? Sorry, you boys probably can't hear me. Do you ever get people coming up to you saying like, "Oh, it's not OE" or anything like that, or do you not really get those sorts of comments?
I try not to go to the real Porsche kind of,
Yeah.
OG guys, right?
Yeah.
Hardcore.
Yeah, I
Original.
try and stay away from that a little bit. I mean, it's quite interesting, I get Porsche GB to value the car. And they do a really good job, actually. Look, I am still a member. And I do go to a few things, but yeah, in those kind of events, even though Porsches are modified, they're generally modified in a certain way.
Yeah.
Not how I've done it.
No.
Well, wouldn't it be a little bit rich of them to say it's not what it should be if they were the same guys who a few years ago said it's worthless because it's aligned to
Yeah, that is
Yeah,
true.
well, that's
Very
a good
true.
point. That is a
Very
good point.
true.
But you have to get it out to a few more shows, I reckon.
Yeah, well, I end up doing quite a lot of shows. So there's usually a good, I don't know, 15, 20 shows I go to. It gets quite busy show season. So
It's a lot now.
I did the scramble this weekend.
I so did I.
Did
was
you go
there,
there?
yes.
Yeah. Did you see JK was there?
I didn't see him there, but I saw him at the last Duke one I went to.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah. Well, in the Ferrari.
Yeah, it's in his
yeah.
355. Yeah.
There's a full array. Have you ever been to that, Martin? That's the
No.
scramble.
no.
I mean, it's just got everything, hasn't it?
Have you been to many of them?
I've done 3.
Right.
Yeah.
So I go to it quite religiously.
Right.
And they do, what is it, 3 or 4 a year? Can't remember.
Yeah, there's another one.
Yeah,
isn't it?
exactly. So, the hangar there is remarkable. The cars they had literally last Sunday.
Yeah,
All the TWR cars.
the Jaguar stuff.
I mean,
Ma-
I took some amazing photos, and you just look at these cars. I mean, all these old race cars, and they're in amazing condition.
Sure, like little
Right.
Spitfires though, don't they? You still
Yeah,
so
lovely.
you can go around the track.
I hope that they are used. Maybe some historic racing and things like that. I don't know, but you would hope they are.
They were cool. They were cool.
Yeah.
You need to get to one of these.
I'd like to. I always see pictures after the fact, and then I think,
Oh,
why was I not there?
yeah. Why did I miss that? Yeah,
Exactly.
yeah.
The problem is with it, it sells out so quickly.
Yeah,
I
absolutely.
was just saying to Tony, it's sold out for April, 24 hours.
Yeah, it's mad, isn't it? It's mad because no, they're doing something right, aren't they?
Yeah, well, exactly. I think they're doing a great thing over there.
Yeah, it'd probably be quite a good little place to to get some of your stuff.
I think
exhibited
so
as well.
I think so. It's normally interesting cars, interesting people, and people who often drive their cars, use their cars.
yeah.
And those are the people that I cater for.
There wasn't that many Porsches there though.
No, it's weather, I'd say.
Yeah, that's always.
I mean, it was, salt on the roads. I actually didn't go in the Porsche. I went in the family wagon.
Yeah, I did the same. I did the same. Both did. Yeah, not going out in that in this weather. No, I did go out in mine when it was -7.
Brave man.
Stupid.
Right.
Stupid. Yeah, that was. I've never known there to be ice in a tunnel.
Ooh, that's
Ooh, that's
scary.
So when you
don't
go,
want
what we all do when we go towards a tunnel, don't you? You just go in tunnel, windows down, drop a cog, and then spun a little bit through the tunnel, which was a bit nerve-wracking. But we made it. We made it alive.
Yeah.
But the salt and stuff is just rubbish with the roads.
Martin, you've started doing these MagSafes as well, haven't you?
Oh yeah, let me show you.
Which are these?
Speaking
More
of
goodies.
964s,
These ones.
this is something for your 964.
Look at that.
It is based on the same principle as the
Ah, okay.
based on the same principle as the USB charger.
That's quite good.
In that it fits in a classic 911.
Yeah.
Simply push it into the cigarette lighter, but it also acts as a wireless charger for your phone. So just in other words,
You should see the horrible thing in my car right now.
well,
Do a swap.
So the winner though.
It's always comical if I go to shows or car events to see the variety of ill-fitting things in Porsches
Yeah.
and things dangling from windscreens,
Yeah.
failing suction cups,
Yes.
or broken vents. With the thing that actually broke them.
Yeah, that's
thing on-
what I have in my car. It's literally pulled my vent out.
Yeah, so this solves all of that. This is, you just push it into the cigarette lighter, and your phone magnetically sticks to
Catches.
it. If you have a MagSafe latest like iPhone or Android,
Yes.
and it charges. And depending on your preference, left-hand drive, right-hand drive,
Yeah, I'm
swivel it where you want.
That is
And
cool, isn't it?
this is the equivalent for a 996 Mark 1.
That's the
We
one.
make it for the classic 911. We make it for the 996 Mark 2.
Are these little magnets on the inside of this lip here?
Yes.
So that clips on. That's what's holding it into the cigarette lighter.
So it's been quite a journey
Yeah,
to get these, to figure out ways to make these fit reliably without damaging anything.
Yeah.
Of course, you can build something that forces itself into the car, thereby potentially damaging something.
Right. You don't.
We don't want that, because this may go in and out, 10 times per weekend. Who knows?
Yeah.
So there's a number of tricks. Some of them are invisible, but some of them are visible, like these magnets that just suck it onto the cigarette lighter barrel, and then very secure until you plug it out again.
That's nice.
I know a lot of people who would like those.
Chris, talk us through your app as well. I'm thinking of phones. Just
Phones, yes.
this
Well,
works.
yeah.
Good segue into your product.
I mean, our product's not so much for in the car.
No.
It's kind of born out of two things. One, being a bit of a car nut and, enjoying the car scene.
Yeah.
And also, entering into a car world or buying different car marquees and going, well, where do I buy my parts from? And, who's going to, be the best person to service it? And all these types of things. And the digital world's kind of changed a bit, right? Because we used to look on forums and they're kind of maybe a bit weird now. I mean, do people even use them anymore? Don't know. I don't.
That's why you made an app.
Yeah. So, the idea is we wanted to create something around a utility, right? So one thing for me, as soon as you start to have a few cars,
Right.
suddenly the general upkeep of looking after that car, from your MOT and your tax,
Yes. Yeah.
these things start to come out of sync, right? So your tax is 1 month, your MOT is another month, your insurance is another month.
Yeah.
And suddenly, you like, oh, my insurance is due. Damn. I haven't sorted that out, or it's your tax or your MOT.
Pay a fortune for it.
So, we were like, well, look, there are some apps out there that allow you to get these reminders, but they're, look, they've been around for a while. I think they're useful, but not what I wanted to build.
Right.
So the idea was to, as I said, make it a utility first, right? It's around how you maintain and look after your vehicle,
Okay.
right? But also, because I modify cars, and I want to upgrade them as well. I wanted to make something which allowed you to be able to access that world and find out about it. So we have a directory which allows you to discover how you can do all the different things with your vehicle. So whether it's buying parts, so Design 911, right, or whether you're looking for the best companies to get your detailing products from.
Okay.
Or even, just your independent specialists and actually who's going to look after your car.
Has it,
So
has it
we-
got reviews as well, or
We're staying away from that at the moment, right? What we know with reviews is there's a lot of haters out there.
there's
right?
loads more than there
Yeah.
are.
And
Yeah.
we don't. So we discussed it and said we're not going to do that at the moment. Maybe in the future we might add something,
Mm-hmm.
but we will see.
Okay. Yeah.
Of course, look, there's a level of curation at the moment. We're picking business, we're not just having any old business kind of dropped in. It's like, okay, if we're going to add a business and someone wants to add themselves to it, then we have a little look at them. Who are they?
Before you put it.
What's their rating? Okay, they look pretty good because, of course, I don't know everywhere in the UK.
Right. Yeah.
So it's about understanding who they are, and if they look pretty good and, they've got some good kind of feedback from, then let's add them, right? And the idea being is that it is geolocated, so it's going to tell you about your local specialists, right? And so you can start to then discover how you can look after, upgrade your vehicle. Right?
Okay.
So that's our kind of directory listing. But in our kind of vehicle page, which is part of your garage where all your cars are, the idea here is that your vehicle page allows you to have all your reminders, but you can add in your notes. So maybe you want your tire PSI in there and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So you've got those things in there, or maybe when you last put your, switched out the tires and so forth.
Yeah.
So all those notes and bits and pieces are there. You've got jobs. So we all have little jobs and things we want to do.
Yeah, there's a wish
Especially
list.
now, in the winter, we're all trying to beaver away, get those things done. And then we have a valuation partner in there as well,
Oh,
right?
cool.
So you can just tap a button and get a valuation straight in the app itself, which is great, right?
Oh, cool.
We're just bringing on new partners to help us value more classic vehicles.
Okay.
So we can do those as well. So they will be on board very shortly,
That sounds good.
which is great. And then, you can have a gallery if you really want to put some pictures in and bits and pieces.
Yeah.
Um,
Any vehicles as well?
any vehicle. So the idea around it is it's completely data driven,
Right.
right? I mean, my background is in digital products. Always built a level of personalization and targeting into these products. So what I wanted to do is build that around that. And also having a few cars,
Mm.
you realize that the worlds are completely different. And a lot of them don't kind of transfer over. So, as soon as you buy a kind of new marquee and you're not used to that world, it's like a new discovery, right?
Yeah.
So for me, what we wanted to do with our kind of personalization engine is use your vehicle and your interests to completely then personalize the app to you. So if you've got a Porsche, you are going to get a Porsche experience. You're not going to find out about the local Ford dealer and the specialists. No, it's all Porsche,
Right.
right? So that's the way it works. So then if you come on as a supercar owner and you've got a McLaren, Ferrari, you get those experiences. If you're, relatively young and maybe you've got a hot hatch, maybe it's a Ford or a Volkswagen, you're going to get those experiences.
Right.
And it's the same for our event section. It's all driven around your vehicle
Okay.
and your preferences. So for me, I'm kind of into my modified.
Yeah.
Now we wouldn't show modified shows and even say some of the modified kind of suppliers or specialists.
Right.
We wouldn't show those
No.
to someone who's not interested in that.
Yeah.
Because people aren't, right?
So if you've got two cars in there, say you've got a Ferrari and a
Yeah,
Porsche,
yeah.
you'll see both of those.
You the way it works is you choose a car and you go into it and it shows you that
Right.
world.
Yes. Yeah. So you say I'm working today on.
Yeah. So it's almost like, right, let me go and look at the Ferrari. Okay, here's some stuff. Right. Okay, here's all the bits and pieces, my reminders. Or let me go and look at what Ferrari events are happening this weekend.
Yeah.
And then it's going to
So
tell.
that's a filter type.
Have you integrated with clubs or spoken to clubs like the Porsche Club, for instance?
It's on the cards to do that. We launched in November. So we've not been live for very long.
Wow.
Yeah.
Gosh, that is really new then.
Yeah. So very, very, very new.
Is it
But
free to download the app?
it's free to download. It's a kind of freemium model. So you can use the app for free. You can add one car in.
But if
As
you
soon as you add more cars in, or if you want to start uploading documents, it costs us some money to
Storage
do
is
that,
the
right?
thing,
So
yeah.
we need to just cover that fee.
Yeah.
Hey, look, it's the price of buying a coffee. Oh, right. So,
Where are you buying this coffee, though?
yeah, there is that.
Irish coffee. Yeah. Well, that sounds really good.
Yeah. So super exciting. And we're at a stage now where, we are
It's growing.
talking with different businesses and brands. It's great that Design 911 have come on board, and thank you very much. And it's now a journey.
Yeah, absolutely.
In a way, we have so many interesting conversations at the moment.
Yeah. You just get new ideas.
Yeah, where we can go. But what we want to be able to do is make sure we're delivering an experience that people really want. So now it's about onboarding users, speaking with them, understanding what kind of maybe features they're really interested in, what's going to help
Sort
the
of a
car
feedback
community.
loop and
Yeah.
go from there.
Yeah.
So obviously it's still early days, isn't it? But
Absolutely.
so far, what's been the biggest challenge for you setting it? Because obviously you built it from the ground up. What's been the hardest thing to do?
I was just talking earlier, probably the data model. We spent 3 months just on the data model.
Wow.
So,
Yeah.
because we're connected to DVLA, so we pull all the vehicle data.
Okay.
So we know everything about that vehicle. And then we want to know everything about you as a user. And then we kind of smash all that together. And then we, have to decide how we tag everything and connect it all together.
The DVLA, do you have to pay them for that access, that API route, or is it
At the moment, we use a combo.
right?
So, there's some free APIs you can connect to, and then there's paid for ones as well.
Yeah. To give you
So
different levels of
you get,
information.
it is very surprising the information that you can get. For example, you plug in your reg. We know exactly what standard tires are required for that paper.
Okay. That's at the end.
Yeah.
Type
Yeah.
scenario from a Porsche perspective.
Okay. So there's some really kind of interesting data that you can then use. So we'll see. But for now, it's kind of what we want to be able to do is make sure we are part of car culture. It's super important for us. We're not just this utility. It's this idea that, if you are into your cars and you're passionate, then we want to connect to the broader audiences
Yeah.
and allow people to get out there and experience it. We all love our cars, and we get out and drive. But a lot of the time, you need something to do,
Yeah.
right? It's like, am I just going to go and drive just for the fun of it? Some people do, and that's okay. But what I love the most is, I run a small club as well. There's about 60 plus of us.
Yep.
And we all meet up on a mixture of different weekdays or Sunday mornings,
Yeah.
and we go for a cool drive on a way to a show or a meet.
Yeah.
And just catching up with friends and chatting. What have we done today on our cars? Right,
The community, isn't it?
and that's where it becomes really good fun. And that culture and community is super important to us.
Yeah.
And we want to be able to embrace that, just kind of bring all the different elements of the car world together, because there's so many different elements to it. So it's trying to kind of connect all of that together.
I think this can do well in clubs if you involve, say, for instance, just looking at the Porsche club, where I have to go into the website to see are there any events this month,
Yes.
or next month, and then sometimes I missed one that was last week, or this weekend within 5 minutes, can't get there.
Yeah.
Where it will be nice, if
To just have it
there's
in the app.
one portal into your car world,
Yeah.
and if you go into your Porsche, it tells you, these are the events.
And that's the idea. I mean, it's been a pain point of mine forever to be able to kind of go, what shows are?
Yeah. That's
We all know about the big shows, but the
Yeah.
car world has kind of exploded over the last couple of years. And trying to know about these things, I find that sometimes I actually get invited to bits and pieces which I'd never heard about. And then you're like, wow, I just would have never have known or discovered it.
Yeah. It's exposure, isn't it?
Yeah, the world of social channels has obviously helped that a little bit, but still the discovery is quite hard.
Yeah.
There are a few services out there that do have all of the events, but again, it's not very personalized. So then you're trying to kind of go through hundreds of different events and going, well, none of this is for me, and then you might find something in there. But
So where are you pulling the data for events, or people telling you?
so at the moment, it's created. So us, Andy and stuff, we do have the ability for people to add their own events.
Oh, okay, cool.
So people can do that. Same with businesses, so they can add them. Everything is then vetted by the team, and we look at it and go, right, is it the right thing?
Yeah.
Because there are things within the car world which are unfortunately put bad press on the car community.
Yeah.
We want to make sure that we're kind of staying clear of that.
I'm mitigating that out. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. That makes sense.
Yeah.
So you say how many of you guys on it?
Not many.
No.
Yeah, that's
tricky.
yeah. So basically, we've got a handful of us, right? So we're just building out. We did a lot of work around the platform, right? So that was basically a year in the making.
Oh, yeah.
So to get that live, but at the same time, we built a brand around it.
Mm-hmm.
So that's kind of been set up and sorted, and then obviously there's a lot of development to go through that. So the developers, just to try and kind of bring that all together has been quite a mission.
Yeah. Definitely.
Having designed all of these apps for many, many years, I kind of know a lot about the pitfalls.
Yeah.
But when you are doing something for yourself, with a small team, then suddenly you realize like some of the challenges you have to kind of do these integrations and how long things take.
Time is going to be right.
Testing is
painful.
we still unfortunately have things that users highlight. There's
Just little glitches.
problem here, and unfortunately, especially with Android devices, the variety's crazy. So something doesn't work for whatever reason.
So you cater for
So it's the
multiple
Google Play
platforms.
platform.
Yeah, so it's iOS and Android.
Yeah.
It works on iPads and tablets as well.
Okay.
Not that well, to be honest, but it is designed for mobile.
For the smaller screens.
Yeah, smaller screens become challenges, right? But it works well. It's designed for that. It's just, look, it's designed to be in your pocket, right? For whenever you get a reminder, it's kind of telling you that car needs taxing or your insurance is due.
Yeah.
So
That is a biggie, isn't it? Have you got more than one?
Yeah, we
Porsche?
spoke about that earlier. Exactly. I have that. I wouldn't say I have that problem because I don't have so many cars that I have. I have the problem occasionally
remembering.
where, MOT creeps up on me.
Yeah.
Happened this month.
Yeah.
I'm sure if I kept track of it, I wouldn't have.
You didn't answer that.
If I had an app for that.
Everyone download right now.
Exactly. That's exactly what we spoke about. Is that I'm still on the lower end of maybe the target user base, but already where it is an itch that needs to be sorted.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
it does jump on you all of a sudden, and then you realize, oh, I missed a service, I almost missed an MOT, I have like few days left, and then it's insurance. Yeah, insurance. You just think it's all done for this year, and then there's the next bar.
Yeah, and I mean, obviously insurance is a really interesting one. Definitely an insurance partner is lined up for the future.
Got that in hand.
So that's definitely something for us to kind of push on, because we have to do that every year, right? And in the little club that I run, it is a common debate. Oh, insurance is due. Oh, my renewal is massive.
Time, doesn't it?
Right?
Yeah.
I've literally this year halved both of my insurances.
Have you really?
Yeah, nothing's changed. Literally just moved provider.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah. The ripples are always too high, aren't they?
Yeah, they're too high. I mean, I think sometimes obviously they're discounting and trying to pull you in as a customer potentially, so we'll see where it goes. But I have literally halved both.
That's pretty impressive.
Yeah, which is quite a bit.
Because it's a big jump, isn't it? Especially probably for you in London.
It does add up, but it's not crazy.
No.
So I mean, I think both my cars are insured for under 400 quid each.
What's the other car?
Ferrari 355.
Oh yeah. Wow.
Yeah, so that's a very different car.
Yeah,
to the
I bet.
Porsche. Yeah.
Different animal altogether. That.
Yeah.
Yeah. Gosh.
And just back to the software, if your app could place reminders in my diary,
Oh, in like a connection with
old
an
fashioned,
Outlook or something.
conservative, old-fashioned guy.
Can't you just have a notification to come up on?
Yes.
Yeah, so at the moment we do two things. You get a notification on your mobile phone, so it just pops up and tells you. But then also we send you an email.
Oh, okay.
So
Okay,
we do both. But I agree on some kind of calendar integration, because people sometimes manage their lives.
I live by my calendar. Yeah. My wife tells me we are doing something and it's not on the calendar. We're not doing it.
So that's one thing.
Or actually, I'm not doing it because she goes without me.
Oh
Yeah. We've had that with events. We've had lots of feedback on that, because at the moment, we promote an event. You can read all about it, and then you can go to the website and find out more, buy tickets and whatever you need to do. But of course, you're like, well, who's going? Am I free? All those kind of things, right? So, maybe bring in some social elements to that to see like how many people are going. Maybe it's connected to users, and we can start to see that, there's a couple of my buddies are going. I'll probably go.
Oh,
So there's a few things like that. We want to bring that in. It's not there now.
Yeah.
But as a future thing,
Future development, that's
we want to bring those bits in. But
yeah, knowing who's going in your network, that's a good one.
Yeah.
You got a question?
Are you still driving your 996, Martin?
I drive it all the time.
Yeah.
It is my delivery vehicle. It is.
I like that.
Delivery vehicle.
I don't think I am that.
Yeah, I take it every. Yeah, it's the nicest car I ever had. I've had so many 911s over the years.
Which other ones have you had?
Starting with 912, then early 911s, 2.7, 3-liter SC, 3.2, multiple 3.6s, including 903.
You still got the 903 or?
No, I sold the 903, sadly. But the cars became more serious over the years. You could tell how they became more serious and less playful.
Uh-huh.
And then when I got into the 996, all of a sudden the playfulness was back.
Yeah.
It was this playful little car that just wants to please you and to go places.
Yeah.
Where the 993, before that, you could feel it was a good car, but it was a serious car.
Mm.
It wasn't to be taken lightly. Where the 996 is almost as if it wants to be taken lightly. It just wants to play.
Just a playful guy. Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's. I had a friend of mine who was really interested in getting a Ferrari 348. Looked for a little while, a year or so, and then ended up buying a 993 Targo, actually. Beautiful car, absolutely beautiful car. But he's basically got rid of it because he's like, it's a great car, but it's just kind of a bit sedate and just doesn't give me the thrill though I'm after. So he's that's now on consignment off somewhere to be sold. and now he's waiting for that to be sold, so release the funds ready to pounce on the 348 that he's looking for.
Oh, okay.
So, there we go.
We'll see. So we've obviously spoken about this. And look at this. There's this as well. These are what are these? Mark?
Yeah, these are ductile engine grills. This is one of the very first, shortly after making this, on the same car, I got myself a ductile for the 996 from Design 911. I thought I was the first person on earth to have this original idea of a ductile on a 996. And then I Googled it, and then these guys sold this. So I bought it, but then I wasn't very satisfied with the, just with the mesh drill. It works, it's functional, but I just thought I'm sure I can make something a little bit better in terms of airflow and just aesthetics.
Okay.
So as part of my training, so to speak, I 3D scanned the ductile and designed within the boundaries of the scan a grill, and cool. This is what it looks like. This is the end result, and very almost ironically, this is now sold by Design on a level. And many people buy these ductiles. They drive around with the thing that I designed
That's
a
cool.
long time ago for that
For training,
original for
training purposes.
I take it you've got those on your 996.
My car has these on, yes. And they've been all over the place. My car comes from South Africa. I brought it with me.
Mm-hmm.
It's probably the only 996 in the UK that has been to the Kruger National Park.
I think you showed me some pictures before.
Yes,
When,
it's-
yeah,
it's
we'll have to
been-
put them up as well. That's awesome.
That's right. It's been places.
Got his scars to show.
And it was all with, with these fittings.
Yeah.
And the idea was to test it in all sorts of rugged conditions. The 996 was a test bed for a lot of technologies that we developed at the time. Among others, this component to see if it's heat resistant, if it works in all temperatures, to see if this may melt or deform,
Yeah. Nothing.
discolor, or whatever the case might be.
Yeah.
And so they all passed the test, and the car came with me. And funny enough, when it arrived, the first people in the UK that looked at it was Hardtech. And when they examined it just to see, whether it survived the journey from South Africa, because it actually went through a bit of a storm, a real storm, and things fell on it and everything.
No.
It has an incredible story to tell, this car. It survived. But they asked me, what dust is this? They'd never seen such an unrusted, dusty underside of a car. And it was literally dust from the desert. And it's still there. It's still there. Yeah, because, I don't know, it just doesn't seem to, no matter how much I drive through the rain,
It doesn't. Yeah.
it doesn't go anywhere.
It just this thing. My God.
It's all part of the story of the car, I guess, now.
Part of it.
Yeah, that car indeed has many stories to tell.
Yeah.
Oh, Kruger
It arrived in from South Africa with 4 different tires. I think
Yeah.
And there was such a good, compelling reason why it actually had 4 different tires, which is completely legal, not advisable though, that I almost didn't want to change it. It just, one of the tires blew out on a dirt road in the middle of nowhere in the Karoo Desert. Wow. And, so these things mean a bit,
Some part of the story.
part of the story.
Yeah.
But right now it's on brand new tires.
Good. Therefore, randoms and what's of that.
Just different mate.
So what's next for Wiesner? Anything in the pipeline?
We are working constantly on new products, some small, some big. So right now there are a few little niggly bits that have been pushed to the back burner because of all the other projects that we've been busy with. I think we'll just get back to that. But little humble little parts that will solve many irritating little problems on older 911s. So that's
That's what you're working on now.
that's really what we're working on now. There's a range of things that you can look forward to that will come out in the coming months.
Oh, cool.
And then we are constantly working on improving what we have.
Okay. Yep.
So the art keeps getting better because we find better ways of making it,
Yeah.
more accurate, we find better ways of making the parts. They become over time just better and better. So it's a never-ending process of basically reinventing ourselves, reinventing what to
Continual
do.
development. isn't it?
I mean, the interesting thing is would you do anything at full scale, at real scale? Because I mean, that's cool, but I always like the idea of having car parts on the wall.
Just actual.
But to be 3D printed is quite a way to go to do that.
I have been tempted by the thought of making some full-scale things just because it's difficult.
Yeah.
Because you, I tend to stay away from easy things. I'm not sure why. I like to struggle. But I'd have considered making, let's say, a full-size Fuchs wheel that weighs 0.5 grams, not grams, kilograms, for instance. But I mean, just as a joke, but just to see, can I do it? Or some a wing mirror that
Wing mirror.
weighs nothing.
Yeah.
That functions. So full-scale things, but we do a lot of experimentation, a lot of R&D. Probably 50% of everything we do is some variety of R&D. There's a lot of exciting work that we do that we cannot really share because it's for customers that are well known and they they do exciting stuff that they need us for. But aside from that, we're always working on something interesting. Some of that becomes a real part, or it may find its way, into your car. Some of that may be not very practical, but beautiful, and then it goes towards the art side. Some of it is just fun, and then it ends up on my wall.
It sounds all fun, doesn't it?
It does. I mean, I think it's nice to have those two sides of it. The real functional, these are the things that go on real cars, but then the art side of it as well.
Yeah, that is cool. Yeah, really good.
Yeah. So, and the funny thing about the art and the parts, you would think it's two different worlds completely. In a sense, it is. On the one side, it's completely functional.
Yeah.
Nothing is made for pure cosmetic reasons. If something ends up to be beautiful as a design
Byproduct.
it is a byproduct.
Yeah.
It normally happens when something works well. It tends to look good, but the art side is the complete opposite, where you spend almost all your time trying to make it look right, and it doesn't have to be strong or do anything.
Yeah.
And you would think it's two completely different worlds, but the interesting thing is that it is the exact same customer that buys both.
That's true. Yeah.
That makes sense. Yeah. Epic. So we're going to be seeing some new stuff in a couple of months.
You'll be seeing some new stuff. We are going to try to improve visibility. We are well known in the UK, and that's about it right now. A little bit in Europe, a little bit in America. We are going to spend quite a bit of time on just visibility, getting out there. Also helping Designer 11, for instance, to promote the products far and wide. I think for some of these items, the USBs, for instance, or the power dock, the MagSafe chargers, the total addressable market is every air-cooled Porsche. So, there's quite a bit of work to be done now to promote what we have.
Yeah, let people know about these things because
And I think that's where the energy will be spent in the coming months.
And your app is up and running.
Yeah,
Since
up and running since November.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And how many people have you got on it at the moment? Was that something you don't fully monitor?
1 million.
Yeah, 1 million. So, we're at a stage now where we're looking at about 500 a month kind of coming in.
Wow. Okay. Yes.
So that's where we're aiming for the end of Jan. So we've just been steadily stepping it up.
Right. Okay.
Going from soft launch with like 0 promotion to then just easing in, because what we didn't want to do was go all guns and then go, oh, things aren't working as expected. And no, people, because again, people don't always write positive things. So we don't want loads of negative reviews, things like that. So ease it in, and that's easing in our users and easing us as a business and the platform,
Yeah.
just to make sure that everything is working as it should be.
Yeah.
So that's the plan. Look, by the end of this year, we want to be up in the tens of thousands of users. That's where we would like to be. That's got to come with quite a bit of marketing activity, partnerships like Design 911.
Yeah.
And how we then kind of start to build that out.
Yeah, makes sense.
Question, Chris. You're currently just UK, isn't it?
Yeah.
Are you going to branch out to Europe and?
Very interesting, right? So,
Comes with complications, I imagine.
yeah. So obviously, first one, languages, right?
Of course, yeah. That's the first one.
Oh, God.
AI.
I've been there. I've launched loads of global platforms, and supporting languages is a headache.
Yeah.
But you have to do that. But for example, if we were to have part suppliers and things like that on our platform, as you know, in Germany, parts have very strict regulations. So there's even things like policies, legislations, and things that we would have to follow when we move into these different markets.
Yeah.
I'd love to think that we could go out into the States.
Maybe the same sort of things.
But
with this parts.
Yeah, it's a similar thing, but also, every state is different.
Yeah.
It's driven by, at the moment, it's the convenience. Like as I showed you, we added your car quickly as an example.
Yeah.
You just put your reg in, boom, there it is. There's your car, all the information, great, excellent. Some basic reminders already there for you, so your tax and MOT.
Yeah.
But you can add manually. It's not really the experience we want most people to do. So, are these APIs available in all of these different states and countries?
Yeah, there's a lot of legwork.
A lot to it. Yeah.
There's a lot to it. And then, of course, managing all of the businesses and events. Okay, I think the main thing for us is basically bed everything in the UK, get that working as expected, as we want it to, evolve the platform with all of our users and the community, and then from there we will see. We've got to build our own team as well.
Yeah.
All right. So I think once we've got the team in place who can then start to look at these ventures into new countries and so forth, then I think it will become something different.
Slowly catch your monkey.
Yeah.
It easy. Yeah, makes sense.
Going back to the community side,
Yeah.
I assume obviously Porsche in the Park. Will you be at Porsche in the Park?
I will be. Yeah, we would. We're doing. I definitely thought Porsche in the Park was on the platform earlier, but it's not. So
Cut that bit out. Put it on and just say,
but saying that, Robbie hasn't got the app yet either, so
Yeah.
it works both ways.
I'm waiting for the link below in the description.
Yeah, exactly. So we will be at that. Yeah,
Cool.
We'll be there. Yeah,
Good. That's it.
Any other shows?
We've got Will's watches that we've got
Other watches?
dates for yet, or still working?
Still working on. Yeah.
There was obviously the Scramble that's booked out already, coming up.
Porsche Friends in
And
Germany.
it's just been
in May.
yes, that
that'd be
May.
great.
Yeah.
We're going to
You
try
going
and
to that,
sort something
Robert?
out. We're
doing
looking
that
at going to that. We're going to put something together, and we're going to do a little road trip out to that,
lovely.
which should be fun.
And then there's another Porsche and Pizzas here.
5th of March. They've not launched that yet, but I think it's 5th of March. Thursday, 5th of March.
Always a lovely event.
It's great pizza, isn't it? We've just had a pretty darn good pizza. As Joan would say, best pizza in the world. So yeah, really good pizza here.
Probably bigger and better special guests.
Yeah,
think
that's going to be
that's pretty
exciting.
new, right?
Yeah.
I'm
Guest
intrigued, yeah.
appearance.
Yeah.
I suppose
You're doing a
that
talk again as well.
That'd be
You're going to do a talk.
Yeah.
You're talking at it.
Tony's talks. Yeah.
Tony's talk. Tony and Tom. TT talks. TT talks.
And have we got some sort of giveaway we're doing at the moment on this?
There
You
is.
mentioned that, actually. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's funny you should mention that. So what
Funny I should mention.
what we're, it's almost like it was preempted. What we were thinking of doing was giving a lucky listener,
one lucky listener.
or watcher, or
It's a gift from someone
subscriber.
else.
Gift
Who
from-
gifted this?
Where did this come
so
from?
we have this beautiful OE match bag.
Wow.
Dog tooth. God, we packed this.
Good.
Here's- Here's one I made earlier.
Yeah.
Yeah, look
Yes.
at that.
Put them on a shopping
Beautiful.
channel.
Ooh, that is.
So,
What do you have to do to get this bag?
So you got to, what did you say? Like the video?
Ask me.
It was you. So I've immediately gone to you straight
So
away.
you got to
You like
like the podcast.
Yeah.
Comments.
Subscribe.
Do a
Like, if you
comment.
could like the
Comment's good.
Follow
podcast,
Match.
comment, subscribe. Follow OE Match, you can win this beautiful,
Wow.
That is a good bag.
It's
You in it
beautiful
to win it.
you got to be in it to win it.
That
But
won't
yeah,
fit in the front
if
of your
not,
car,
then
though,
I'm
Chris, will
taking
it?
it. Forget no
that's
entries.
too
I'm
much of
having
a
it.
study, that's all.
Sideways.
You get plenty of your art stuff in there, though.
Yeah,
Plenty
you
of the art
would.
stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, no,
Excellent.
it's lovely. It's worth
Cool.
like 200 quid as well, so
That's
you
right.
can have it for free.
Throw that
You
in.
definitely rehearsed this, haven't you?
What's the word?
Practicing in the mirror earlier.
Will it also come with a bubble wrap inside?
Yeah, I mean, if you particularly want that.
Well, if you pay a bit extra, it can come with a power dock inside.
Well, there you go. Yeah.
Yeah.
You can
Oh,
add a few.
Yeah. So this is your chance to win a free
Free
O
bag.
match.
Yeah, it's
bag.
really,
That was
honestly,
200,
I'm not just saying it now, but
200
it's
quid.
genuinely really good quality.
It's a nice looking bag.
Yeah, it
It's
is,
really
yeah.
nice.
Yeah, it's quality.
Really
Really
good
nice
little
bag.
bag. Yeah. Fantastic.
Yeah,
So that's
that's my bit done.
You're
I'm off.
gonna go home now.
Come home now.
that's that bit done. Any more for any more? Have we got any other kind of little bits we want to talk about, or are we going to kind of thank Martin very much for being with us? And it's great to meet you, Chris.
Yeah, good to meet you,
Good to have us.
Download the app.
Download the app.
Buy the products.
Buy the well, these. I mean, yeah.
And go to Porsche in the Park.
And go to Porsche Park.
yeah. Well, look, I've got a club, 60 of us. We'll buy some tickets. We'll rock up.
Get involved.
Oh, that'd be
that's
amazing.
it.
That is
There's a special code for you guys.
These deals are going on right now.
Brilliant. Great. Well,
Cheers,
listen,
guys.
Thanks a lot, guys.
Thanks for coming on, guys.
Yeah, thanks for having
Thanks
us.
to the next one.
Thank
See you later.
Cheers.